we're back in Vancouver, back in Surrey, just fucking back, bro. Like, oh my god, dude, that whole flight home from Calgary last weekend literally took so long. Like, originally I was supposed to leave Calgary at like 8 o'clock at night. I think it was like 8:30 that I was supposed to take off, and I ended up getting delayed all the way until like 12:30 midnight, and I didn't get home until probably like I don't know, like probably like 1:30 in the morning. So that was it was definitely a rough day of like traveling, but nonetheless, we're home again. And right now, I don't know if you guys just saw what I was just making or could clue into like what I was making, but I'm just making like a quick steak and some baked potatoes because I'm starving. Actually, kind of crazy. I was looking at my watch the other day, and the paces just keep going down. Like my base pace has gone down quite a bit. I think like when I first started, it was sitting at like a 9, and it's already going down to like an 8:40 on some days, which is good because that's kind of what we want to be doing in this base phase right now. We want to be lowering, dropping, and just picking up speed as we, get ready for January. Yeah, no, it's been pretty cool just to kind of see the progress and just see myself kind of like getting better at running and figuring out, oh, okay, now I know, now like I kind of know what I'm doing in terms of, structuring my workouts, running slow when I need to run slow, working out in a different way that isn't just strength training, but is also, working a bit more functional as well. Like I'm starting to add in more mobility training, stretching. Not that I wasn't stretching before, but I definitely wasn't stretching enough. So that's all things that kind of play a role into your marathon prep, and I guess like running as like a whole. Strength training and running go hand in hand because if you don't strength train while you run, you're more than likely gonna injure yourself because your muscles aren't strong enough to kind of handle the load of, long distance running. And if you're not, yeah, I guess like that's really the only thing that matters because if you're just like strength training, you don't need to long distance run. But if you want a long distance run, you kind of need a strength train just to have every muscle kind of keeping up with each other. And yeah, now we're just making a little bit of lunch. Really just waiting for like my potatoes because I put them in the oven, so it's probably gonna take like 45 minutes. Pretty simple, actually. This meal is probably one of the more simple meals that you can eat and that you can prepare. It's very easy. All you have to do is just, grab your potatoes, wash them up, poke holes in them, because if you don't poke holes in them, your potatoes will explode. Yeah, poke holes in them with like a fork, and then put a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt, put it in there at 425. Good to go. Now you wait like 45 minutes. But the steak, also super easy. I think I told you guys a couple of videos ago, I really prefer strip loin steak because it's a little less fatty than a lot of other cuts, but it's still very tender. Now that strip loin is also super easy to prepare. You pat it down, you pat it dry so that you take away some of that excess blood, and put a little bit of oil just so all the seasoning can kind of, I guess, like stick and kind of, what's the word? Like, I don't know, I guess it just so that the seasoning can stick a little bit better. So put a little bit of olive oil, massage it, put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, massage it in, good to go, let it rest. Because if you don't let it rest, because it's cold, because you take, like, let's say you take it out of the freezer, or you take it out of the fridge. If your steak is still cold, it might cook a little bit uneven. So what I like to do is I like to take it out, season it up, get it ready, and let it rest outside for a bit so that it kind of, you know, comes back up to room temperature. And then that way, once we actually do put the steak on the grill, easy peasy. 2 minutes both sides, perfect medium rare or rare, depending on how you like it. But 2.5 minutes on each side, and it's good to go. Yeah, that's a quick. Honestly, it's not even a quick meal. Everything preparing it was super quick, but like, fuck, these potatoes are gonna take a while, and I'm honestly kind of starving. So I might make a little like snack. I might do like a little bit of yogurt and some granola. But yeah, that's pretty much the day for today. Honestly, it's been a bit of a busy week, and I actually pumped out that Calgary vlog so quick because I really wanted to get it out last week, because I'm always posting on like Wednesdays, so I kind of wanted to like keep the streak alive. Also, I wear glasses. I normally wear contacts, but I don't know, I kind of wanted to give my eyes a break, so I'm wearing contacts right now, but it's also really dark. Is it really dark for you guys? Why am I asking? As if like you guys can hear me, but so we'll go 2,000. Maybe we'll go a little bit less. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, it was kind of a busy week overall. I did pump out the Calgary vlog for Wednesday because I'm on a streak right now, and I really just want to keep that streak alive, because I actually had a thought the other day when I think it was the day after I posted the vlog, because on the Tuesday night I stayed up almost until like 3 in the morning getting that vlog like finished up and putting it all together and getting it processed and uploaded to YouTube. So I literally slept 2 hours, like maybe, kind of like broken sleep, and I still had to do a sprint workout, or it was like a threshold workout that I still had to do the next day, like a run workout. And the whole day, like when I was at work, I was like, honestly, I could just take the day off and then just like do the run tomorrow and then kind of move everything back. But as soon as I got home and I looked at my watch and I was like, you can take a day off. You can take the day off. There's nobody telling you that you can't. But something in me was like, no, come on. Like, I know I feel super shitty, but you're going to feel better if you just go out and do it. So I got changed, put my shoes on, got outside, and I just went. And it actually ended up being a really great workout. I felt pretty strong. Paces were getting hit, and I came home and I was like, yeah, you know what? I actually do feel better now, and I'm going to sleep even better tonight too. So I ended up getting all my editing out of the way, and I just went to sleep that night, and I slept good, and I slept without feeling bad about not going for the workout, because I think like the great thing about having like a program or a structure to follow is that most of the times you give yourself a rest day. Now, that rest day can be for whatever reason, but I think you need to keep your rest days, because for me and my mentality and the way I think, I feel bad if I don't go and work out the day that I'm supposed to work out. So if I don't do it, I'm going to feel shitty for the rest of the day, and I'm going to feel bad about myself for the rest of the day or the rest of the night. And the reason I say this is because if you give yourself an excuse as to why you can't go work out, or why you can't finish a project for school, or why you can't finish a task at work, if you always like give yourself excuses and reasons to keep pushing things back, it's never going to happen, right? The more you tell yourself, oh, I'm going to go for a run, but not today because I'm feeling a little bit shitty, or I'm feeling a little bit sick, I'm going to do it tomorrow. tomorrow you might actually be sick. So now you can't do it. Now it's getting pushed back even further. Now what? It's 2 weeks have gone by. Now you're like, okay, like, maybe let's get to it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes again. Oh, it's raining outside. Maybe it won't rain tomorrow. I'm just going to go tomorrow. It's still raining outside. Tomorrow. And the next day. And the next day. Okay. So that's 5 days now that have gone by. Plus the 2 weeks or whatever it was when you were sick, right? So the reason I'm saying this is because if you are constantly giving yourself excuses to not do something, you will not do it. That's the reality. And it's something that I've had to go through and learn the hard way. Because I wasn't always like this. I wasn't always like outside running, outside training, in the gym training, you know, doing all this shit because I'm disciplined. No, like, it's not something that you're just like given, you're born with, or it's not something you're born with. Discipline is something that you have to work towards. And even when you do work towards it, you never really get it, but you get close enough to it. Because discipline is such a buzzword. Like, it's good to be disciplined, but at the end of the day, it's good to just like be in love with the shit that you do, because that's the only way that you're gonna continue to do the shit that you do. So I don't know, like, take that with a grain of salt or like whatever you want to do, but I don't know, man. Like, I easily could have just taken the day off and not finished the vlog for last Wednesday, posted it on Thursday, or, you know, I could have said, maybe I'll post it next week, this week, this one that I'm posting right now. Maybe I could have posted it then. Then what? What if I didn't want to post it? Or what if I forgot to edit it? Then what? Like, now I'm 2 weeks behind or a week behind. I don't know. Like, I think a lot of us, we try to give ourselves too many excuses to not do something, which is the worst thing that we can do for ourselves, because, you know, once you give yourself that excuse, that's it. You're going to fucking take it 100%, because I've done it before. So every day now, I try to wake up and just not give myself an excuse to not do whatever I need to do. I just fucking do it because I know I need to do it. It's that simple. But yeah, I just went on a rant. That shit was 15 minutes long. Yeah, man, I just want you guys to, like, do good. I want you guys to be better than, like, what you are now. And not to say that you're not better and you can't get better, but there's always room for improvement. So if you're the type of person that likes to procrastinate and make excuses as to why you're not, like, doing something, just, dude, hear me out. I've done it before. It doesn't help. It doesn't work. It does not work. So just do it. Like, just do the thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just ranting now. But anyways, just going to continue waiting for these potatoes because, yeah, still got a lot of time on them. So, but in the meantime, I'm going to warm up the grill and we're going to get the steaks cooking. So, yeah, I'll see you. All right, so I got the steaks cooking. So, yeah, I'll see you. We got our strip loin steak, 3 potatoes, what more could you possibly ask for? I'm excited. I'm gonna eat. Ugh. Right. So basically, the week before I went to Calgary, I actually put up a little like question box on my story, just so I could open up the floor to you guys to kind of ask me whatever you want to ask me, whether it be content, training, mindset, uh, what I eat. Like, I don't know. I just wanted to open the floor up to you guys just to, you know, get a little bit of a feel for like who I am and like I guess like the way I think or the way I do things. So, yeah, I'm going to get into them right now. So, one of the first questions that I literally always get asked is how did you become an ASRV athlete? To this day, I still don't really know because initially when they reached out to me, I only had like 6,000 followers on Instagram and I just barely touched like 10,000 followers on TikTok. So to me, I still don't really quite understand um, what they saw in me back then because I think now looking at like the progression that I've kind of made, it makes a little sense. It makes a little bit more sense as to why they probably reached out to me as early as they did because I think the content that I make now and I guess like the way that I kind of see myself projecting um has become something that they could see themselves investing into and investing into me. So I think that's probably the main reason why they initially reached out. Like I kind of had the look, I had the content style that they were going for or that they already did. And I don't know, I guess I was just um, somebody that they thought was going to do something, I guess, like special in the space. Not to say that I'm special by any means, but I mean, for what I've done, I think I've done pretty well for myself in terms of Instagram and in terms of TikTok. But yeah, so I do videos for them once a month, uh, story posts, carousel posts, and just I don't know. I guess like anything that they kind of really want, based on like what the month, um, based on what the month entails. And this month, actually, here's a little shameless plug. It's their Black Friday sale right now, so a lot of styles are up to like 60% off. Unfortunately, um, normally sometimes they do a code, like a creator discount code, but for some reason, this year they didn't do that. So unfortunately, I can't give you guys a bit more of a discount. But if you've been thinking about giving them a try, um, now is probably the best time for you to do it because I fully recommend getting their stuff on sale when you can because I know it can be a little bit expensive for some people. So yeah, now's the best time to do that. So yeah, that's question number one. Question number two, kind of the same thing. How did you become a Transparent Labs athlete, or how did you get a supplement sponsorship? I think it's pretty much kind of like the same answer as like with the ASRV thing. I think you know in the industry and in content creation, I think that if certain brands kind of see you picking up steam in terms of audience, in terms of growth, in terms of engagement, I think you're gonna start to realize that like a lot of people are gonna want like to work with you. I had a couple different brands reach out to me at the beginning, but Transparent Labs kind of felt the best in terms of, you know, what they were offering, in terms of the supplements that they make. Like everything is literally like probably some of the best formulated stuff and the cleanest stuff. I mean, like it's kind like it's in the name too, like transparent. Um, but yeah, I've been with them for like I've been with them and ASRV for almost like coming up on like maybe like a year and a half now, and I seriously have no complaints. Like take Transparent Labs protein, creatine every single day, put it in my smoothies with like a little bit of fruit, milk. I use their electrolytes almost every single day because as a runner, you need to be constantly fueling yourself with electrolytes, and it's easy because they have, you know, electrolytes in a tub, but they also have electrolytes in like a what's the, like a little like fucking like a single use thing, like a little single use like packet. And it's great because if I'm going on my run in the morning, I normally just fill up like my little hand bottle and, you know, pour that little packet in there, and I'm good to go for the run. Yeah, everything else, they have so many vitamins. I use their immune, I use their zinc, I use their joint support, I use their gut health, I use their ZMO magnesium for like sleep. Dude, like the list goes on because I think like, you know, the more access that I have to these supplements, I started to try to utilize them a lot more because, you know, as an athlete and as somebody that's constantly like putting their body through like, I guess like pain, you kind of need to supplement because look, I work still, so I can't eat like I eat a lot, but like I still need to like eat more because every single day I'm like doing 2 workouts. So I'm burning an insane amount of calories doing that. And I'm on my feet pretty much all the time too. So I'm just like constantly burning calories. So this way, if I'm, you know, taking the protein, creatine in a smoothie, that's like 50 grams of protein just in that smoothie because I use 2 scoops. Said, I think like the more aligned you are in terms of content with brands that make similar content, like if you're in the fitness industry, of course you're going to get fitness brands reaching out to you. Of course you're going to get supplement brands reaching out to you. Of course you're going to get like lifting gear brands reaching out to you. It's just it's always going to be in line with what you do, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't as well because regardless, you kind of have to make your own luck in terms of who's reaching out to you and who you're reaching out to. Like I talked about it in another video about UGC. Outreach is important. You need to constantly be, you know, contacting brands or trying to find, you know, who their marketing person is or who their influencer person is. It's just a matter of like how much you want to make, and that will determine the amount of work you're willing to put in for it. So, yeah, that's question number 2. Oh, wait. Before I end that off, Transparent Labs is also having a Black Friday sale, and it actually is pretty good because I have a code. It's Ramirez, and today actually, that discount is actually getting bumped up to like 25%. So 25% off everything on the store. And on top of that, if you do spend $150 or more, you'll get this kind of like free bundle pack. So they'll give you a duffel bag, they'll give you a shaker bottle, and 5 free samples. Um, Actually, hold on. I have the duffel bag too, so I'll show you guys. But this is the duffel bag. It's honestly like pretty big. It has like a little like shoe compartment, so you can put all of your runners, you can put your gym shoes, you can put whatever you need in there. But no, this is a good bag. And like I said, you get the free shaker bottle plus some free samples. So, question 3. How do you keep the negative thoughts away? It's one of those things that you can't really avoid because it's normal. It's as normal as waking up every single day. I'll tell you right now, like, um, it's like almost, it is 2 years ago now. I had like um, I had a very rough situation and rough time going on in my life. And this was probably all around the same time that I had even started like my Instagram page and my TikTok page. And I remember this situation happening, and I remember just like the world felt like it was really just like falling down around me. And it really made me not want to like continue doing what I do. Because I felt like I was losing friends. I felt like I was um, losing respect, and I felt like I was losing respect for myself and losing love for myself, and just I just wasn't in a good spot. And for probably like almost like 6 months to like half a year, even up until now, like I've just been battling with that kind of with that topic, and with that I've just been battling with trying to like better myself from what had happened, and just trying to like find myself again through getting better. I don't know, like I guess like through getting better, just trying to like find myself and trying to find a path that I could look back at and say, you know what, yeah, you might have like fucked up like back then, but look at what you've done now, and look at what you've accomplished, not just in you know this social media reality that we think is like the end all be all, but like also just in general, look at how far you've come. You've grown from this person that probably didn't deserve what you have now, but you've grown into this person that is more than capable of receiving and deserving of this life that you live now. And I think I look back at it now, and I really do feel like a lot of bad things that happen to us, or mistakes that we make, or like you said, negative thoughts. I think they're there for a reason. I don't think that they're there to necessarily hurt us unless we are not willing to improve. But I think they're there, you know, as harsh as it is. I think these things are supposed to happen to you for you to realize your potential, and for you to realize, um, what you can achieve as a human being. Because I guarantee you that nothing comes easy. Nothing comes easy. Because everything that you want is on the other side of hard. So everything that you want comes with a price. And the more you're willing to kind of like pay that price and just pay the dues, and get after it every single day and improve every single day, the more you kind of get away from like those negative thoughts. So yeah, that's kind of my strategy, and I guess like my story of I guess like how I started and why I live the way that I do, or at least try to live the way that I do, because I'm not perfect, but I do just try to live the best life that I can, and that's really the only thing that we can do. So, yeah, I hope that I hope that answers your question. But yeah, which is more fulfilling, long form content or short form content? Long form content, easily. It's just way harder. Honestly, at this point, short form content is like a piece of cake to me. And I really felt no challenge coming from it. So right now, long form content. I'm not used to it, but I'm trying to get used to it. So I think that's probably the most fulfilling out of the two. And honestly, if you're gonna start content creation, think about long form. Do it. It's the best. Is it possible to make money with this? Yes, it is very possible to make money with social media. If you come into this kind of just like making videos just to make videos, you're probably not going to make money because there's no process behind what you do. But I think that when there's more intention in what you do, it's a lot easier to build something more meaningful. Um, and in turn, building something more meaningful um, allows you more opportunities further down the line. Like, if I didn't have an intention set on, the way that I wanted my content to look, I probably wouldn't have gotten a sponsorship with ASRV. I wouldn't have gotten Transparent Labs. I wouldn't have gotten brand deals. I wouldn't have gotten, the audience that I have now. So, look, intention is everything. And if you don't have, I guess, like, the yeah, I guess like if you just don't have the intent to do something meaningful, or it's like it doesn't even have to be meaningful. It's just like just put an idea behind what you do. Don't just do it just to do it or because it's the new thing to do. Like just do it in a meaningful way that means something to you, and that's always going to be the best because it's authentic and people buy authenticity. Um, but yes, there is ways to make money in this. If I was in the States, I would be making money off Instagram and TikTok, but because I'm in Canada, I don't make money off that. So all my money comes from sponsorships, UGC, brand deals, and I guess like content that I do um, outside of like social media. So any like videography gigs, any editing gigs, like anything like that is like where I make money off of. And I actually made my first 10,000 in a month um, back in June, I believe it was, and I've had two others since then. So, yes, you can make money in this. How do you find mentality in life? Um, I think the wording is a little bit weird, but like, I guess like maybe not. How do I find mentality in life? Um, I don't know. I guess like I feel like you're asking me like how do you find like the mindset or how do you find just a way to like live life, way to live a good life. So I think the best way to live a good life and to find meaning and to find not to find meaning but like to find a good mentality to carry into your life is to do hard things. I think doing hard things teaches you a lot, whether that be marathons, whether that be just general training, trying to eat healthy, trying to save money, budget money, trying to keep your room clean all the time. For some people, that's not hard, but for me, it's hard. And for me to, kind of make sure that I keep things tidy or keep things clean, it teaches me that, if I don't if I let myself become undisciplined in that aspect, my whole room will be like a pit, like a pigsty. So it will be a mess. And I think that translates to literally everything that you do because um, the more you kind of let yourself make excuses as to why you can't do something or why you can't do it at a certain time, the more it just piles on top of each other. So, the more clothes you pile up in the corner, the more clothes you pile up on the chair. Like, I have a couple things that are on the chair right now, and I need to put them away. If I don't put them away tonight, or if I don't put them away tomorrow, guess what I'm going to do the next day and the next day? I'm probably going to put more shit on until I take it off, right? So it's the same with, if you want to lose weight, you're not going to lose weight by telling yourself tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and you tell yourself tomorrow again. It doesn't work like that. So if you can, switch your brain to just wake up, pick something that you want to do that is hard, and just do that every single day, you will grow and you will find discipline in your life. And discipline equals freedom. I think Jocko said that, Jocko Willink. And it makes sense because, if you're disciplined enough to get up and do what you need to do, now you have the whole day to do whatever else you want to do. So that's how you find mentality in life, and that's how I found my mentality in life. What's your all-out mile and 5K time? So I don't have an all-out mile and 5K time because I haven't done an all-out mile and 5K time. But on my Garmin app, my VO2 max, and I guess so there's a little section that says your race predictor. So it gives you race predictions. Right now, if I were to run a 5K, it says that I could run it in 19 minutes and 57 seconds. My 10K, I could run it in a 42:05. My half marathon, I could run 1:34:49. My marathon, 3 hours, 28 minutes, and 58 seconds. So those are my stats. I'm trying to build them up. Hopefully by the end of prep, I'll be able to run a sub 3 at the end of the year, because I think sub 3 is in the cards for sure. Eventually, I think end of the year, November, I'll probably do it. Next November, not this November. I think that's a lot of these. Like I said, a lot of these questions are either inappropriate or they kind of ask the same kind of things. So I'm not gonna, just repeat myself. But like this, let me know, because it's always nice to just kind of talk to the camera and I guess say what's on my mind too, because even when I am just filming and talking to the camera, a lot of it is I don't even know, it's hard for me to find topics to talk about. So this is pretty cool just to actually have things to base my thoughts off of, because if I do let my thoughts go, they will go. That'll pretty much be it for the video. Like I said, ASRV is having their Black Friday sale up to 60% off. Link is down below if you guys want to check it out. Transparent Labs Black Friday sale starts today. 25% off using code Ramirez. Link is also in the description. If you want to get supplements, if you want to get a free duffel bag, a free shaker bottle, free samples, just give it a try, because it helps me out. That's the only thing that I get commission off of, and I have zero complaints. Other than that, that's pretty much the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and see you guys next week. Peace.